Well, good morning from Pike County, Illinois. It is an early morning, and I'm out in rural Pike County working in a garden right now. You have to pardon my runny nose, getting over a little bit of a cold. I want to show you what we're working on today. It's a beautiful garden here. Everything from tomatoes and blackberries and green beans and squash and peppers and tomatoes. Just so many beautiful things. I'm impressed with these blackberries very much. But these green beans are very interesting, how they grow long. And they're still coming in, but these are really interesting to me. And I love the way that Joe has hooked up his tomatoes. It's a very well done garden. Very nice pepper plants over there. It's a very beautiful garden here. I want to talk a little bit about this garden because it got me to thinking. So, family in our church, their son planted this garden. This is his property. And due to his work, he has to leave often and be gone for a period of time and miss out on his garden. And he said, hey, I've got green beans that need to be picked. I've got zucchini. I've got yellow squash. I've got peppers. Tomatoes just starting to ripen up, really. He said, I've got everything that's coming together, and I don't want it to go to waste. And I just need somebody to help me pick it. Just go pick it, make use of it. Find other people that can use it, give it away. Just don't let it waste. Just don't let it go to waste. And I'll be honest, I enjoy this stuff, but it's never something I'm not an expert on any of it. So I came over here, and we have picked a few things already, but not green beans. And he told me the green beans are just absolutely ready to pick. And he sent me a very detailed text. He told me, he said on the north longer row that runs east and west on the north end of the garden, east and west from the sprinkler, the 6 plants near the blackberries. Very detailed on which plants. Now, I got here this morning and I looked, and I just thought, well, I just see plants. Where are the green beans? And then as I started looking further, oh, they're there. They're here. They're everywhere. And the more I go, man, I'm getting more and more of them as I go. Because they're here, they're ready. You just gotta know where to look. Gotta have a little instruction. And then you gotta have the initiative to get out there, pick them, and make use of them. And boy, if this doesn't bring to your mind some of the stories of Jesus with the parables. You think about the sower sows the seed. Some fell on stony ground, some on good ground. Some the bird of the air snatch it away. You read those stories, and when you work in a garden, you think about those parables that Jesus was telling you. What came to my mind is how the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. And there's only one place in the Bible where Jesus tells his disciples, pray for this. He says, pray that the Lord of the harvest would send forth laborers into the harvest. It's basically what Job did. He said, hey, I've got a harvest. I just need laborers. I need people willing to go work. And what you get from the work is a harvest. The only way you're going to get these green beans, the only way you're going to get the squash, these tomatoes, is to get out here and earn it and work for it. And Jesus is speaking about the harvest in the kingdom, about the souls of men. He said he would make them fishers of men. He said there is a harvest that's plenteous. It's ready. It's ready, just like these green beans. They're ready to be picked. You just got to go pick them. Now, how do you know where to go? You got to go out and look. You get some direction, instruction, but I would not have known how many green beans were here just by reading Joe's text. I had to come out here and pull back the leaves and look. And then I got to bend over, and I got to pick them. And I got to do it the hard way. And it's strenuous. Yes, it's labor intensive. I came out here very early because it's going to be hot, and it's getting hotter, and that sun keeps coming up. But the point is, it takes effort, it takes time, it takes intention, it takes all of those things. And I think about this all the time in our ministry here in Pike County. I am overwhelmed sometimes with how many churches there are. A bunch of churches in our county. But yet, in spite of the many churches, I can name so many people that are not in church. So many kids that are not in Sunday school. So many adults that don't make it a priority. And I look around and say, wow, the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. We seem content sometimes, and this is where I'm going to sound a little controversial. I tell you what's going to happen to most of these green beans. We're going to go home and can a bunch of them, but there's still more than we can handle. We're going to go give them away. And there'll be people that I show up to today with a mess of green beans that did nothing to earn it. I'm saying, hey, you want some green beans? Man, they're going to be happy with it. The most they're going to have to do is snap them and cook them. And for some people, that's going to be too much work. There will be people to turn down these green beans because they don't want to take the time to snap them and cook them. And boy, that is exactly the same with churches. They will turn down the harvest because it takes any effort. They're certainly not going to come out here and pick it. They're certainly not going to come out here and do the work. But even the just snap and cook them, that's going to be too much. And in church, there are people that they won't go looking for new converts. And they certainly won't go out in the heat and work and try to find people and get to know them. But even when they just show up at the church, even the going to take the time to go, not just go give them a bulletin and welcome them to church, but I mean actually say, hey, let's go out to eat, come over to my home, let me teach you, let me disciple you, that's going to be too much. That's the equivalent of snapping them and cooking them, in my opinion. Just the time after, the hard part is just finding them. Then there's the time of developing them once you found them. This is the hard part, is picking it. Finding the harvest. The easier part is snapping the green beans. That's the fun part. I like sitting on the front porch, listening to music, snapping those green beans. I can't wait to do that with my kids. It's going to be enjoyable. Now, why do I enjoy it? Because I was taught to enjoy that. Why is it that Christians don't enjoy discipleship? They haven't been taught. The reason churches are failing in discipleship is they've never been discipled. The ministry requires somebody to get out here and do the hard work. And then it's going to require somebody developing the harvest, developing the people, discipling them. And the beauty about this is when you plant a garden like this, it multiplies beyond what you can see. In fact, Joe's a great example of this. He planted all this for himself, but it's going to bleed over into a lot of other people. It's just going to spill over. Many others are going to enjoy this. And if we Christians could go and do the work, find the people that need Christ, teach them, disciple them, it's going to flow over outside of our churches. What if we spend the time to get to know somebody, you disciple them, but then they move or they go to another church? Is it a failure? Absolutely not. I would say right now, and I don't say this to brag, but in over a decade of preaching, I have got more people that I have ministered to and I have discipled right now that's not in my church currently. People in other states and other churches that are serving Christ, and I am seeing the benefits of my labors everywhere else but here. I see more of it everywhere else but here. And that's kind of the point. It's bigger than one church. It's bigger than one community. It's about the kingdom. But it's going to take some work. It's going to take time. It's going to take some urgency. Right now, my urgency is that sun's getting higher and higher, and I want to get this over with, and I need to turn this video off. But it's going to take some elbow grease. It's going to take some work. So, what's your part in it? Are you willing to go out there and do this harder part of planting and watering and sowing and reaping the harvest? Are you even willing just to snap the beans once they're brought in and help disciple people that others brought in? Or are you just kind of like, no, if they show up, they show up. They won't just show up. Jesus told his disciples as much. He told them it's like going fishing. He told them it's like farming. And the prayer request that Jesus gave them was, pray that there'd be more laborers. This garden right now, I could have 3 more people out here helping me pick it all, and we'd barely get it all done. I don't have 3 other people coming out. I've called a couple. They couldn't do it. I understand. It was last minute. So I'm just going to do what I can. And in the ministry, it's the same. I'm just going to do what I can. And pray that others will see the need. Pike County, Illinois. The fields are ready to harvest. We just need laborers to go into the harvest.